Namaskaram. My name is Uday Shreyas. I am a Sanskrit teacher. I make Sanskrit explainer videos on both language and literature on YouTube. I got to know about Sitaram beach retreat when Dr. Vignesh Sitaram got in touch with me, and when I covered Ayurveda related videos and other content that I put up on YouTube, Dr. Vignesh looked at those and wanted me on a podcast. And that is when I got to know that he has a center. I had no clue that it would be this big a center and that we will be such wonderful amenities here. I had this idea that it's going to be a small Ayurvedic, I don't know what, outpost, some kind of a small setup. But after I landed here, then I saw that it's such a beautiful place by the shore, and so many different kinds of treatments. They had this entire manual of different kinds of treatments. So then I had a conversation with him again, and we eventually thought of having this kind of a content where I talk, and I went through different treatments that they have, the Ayurvedic therapies that are offered at this retreat. Which again, but before this I never had this kind of a treatment, and this was an experience in itself as to how they approach healing, what kind of care goes into each movement, and the sequence in which these therapies are offered. So it was quite an experience to go through those 4 days of therapy first. I thought I'll stay here for longer, but then with the pandemic going on, I had scheduling conflicts. There was other events going on during my visit here, so I went out to attend to those, and now I'm back here again. As soon as I entered, because outside it's very unassuming, coming through the place you wouldn't expect something like this, but as soon as I entered, from the very way the reception greeted me and got me in, and when I was taken to the cottages and the butterflies along the pathway, so many of them, just hundreds and hundreds of them, and how friendly the staff were. These were the two things that struck me first, was how beautiful the place was, the scale of the place, it's so spacious, and the friendliness of the staff. These two things were the first thing that hit me. And the treatment rooms and the kind of Ayurvedic processes that came later on, but the first experience was just beside the beach, and I immediately went to the security guard and asked him until what time are we allowed into the beach, and when can we go, when can we not go. And when I heard that this is open, whenever you want you can go, you have to just give your name and room number for security purposes, but apart from that, the beach is accessible throughout the day, 24/7. That was wonderful, because I've been camping across the state, and wherever I went, there was always some issue of, can I stay here for long enough? Some places I could camp by the beach, but then again, the next morning there is no facility like this where you can, clean and that kind of a good facility. So once I saw that, and I settled into the room, and I had consultations with the doctors here, and they asked me about the issues, the physical treatments, the kind of treatment I'd want to go through. But I was not really looking for any kind of a healing exactly. What I'm a little conscious about is my weight, because I sit and work. My primary work is just sitting. So I've gathered quite a bit. Now I've reduced, and within those 4 days I saw that tangible decrease in the body fat. And that goes, again, not just the treatments in themselves are very potent, but also the food that they offer. The restaurant itself is called Satvika. That was quite a shock coming from Kerala food, the parotas and the spicy food. Even if it's vegetarian food outside, you have that spice hitting you. Even if it's paneer, you have, it's quite strong. But here, the first dinner that I had here was so mellow. They gave me the soup first, and then the vegetables, and that too not overly cooked. It's almost they have the nutrition within them. It's not cooked out of it. And so it was mellowing. It was calming kind of food. So everything here, right from the chants that they use. Later on, I realized that there are also chants that they do before they practice. To the kind of trees that are planted around. I had a quick garden tour of different herbs and different spices and medicinal plants that they have here. And everything that is grown, from the way people greet, everybody just says namaste. I'm used to namaskaram from my yoga past, so it's wonderful how everybody reaches out and how everybody is just here to facilitate your healing. And from the non-stop beach. And I came at a time when there was full moon, so that was a sight to behold. So moon sets early in the morning by the western coast. I could see the full moon was quite a spectacle. I saw a dolphin by the beach. I don't know if you guys saw. There was, but that was quite beautiful. And we made, this is a place of healing, I understand that, but we did make a lot of friends around and there were conversations, and one of them pointed out that that's a dolphin that is coming up. And so we all woke up, not really early in the morning, it was around 6:30. That was when the moon was setting down by the west coast, and there was a dolphin out around swimming in the ocean, very close to the shore. So that was quite a sight. So it's an absolutely beautiful place. I've not been in places like this before, and after coming here, definitely this is something I'd visit again. Definitely, twice a year or once a year for sure, kind of a place to come, take some time out. And there is good Wi-Fi, so I can also get my work done. I did 2 live streams when I was here, and shot the garden tour also. Yeah, so that is